So we love Minecraft and we started a new world, but we got some interesting stories we want to share that we found on the internet. We got some wild stories here from Reddit that we found. We used our English skills though to make them a little easier on the tongue to read, right? Isn't that right, Elijah?
Yeah, we made them a little bit more simple, but it doesn't change the topic at all.
Yeah, the topics are still what they're at hand. So anything from like, well, these stories are mainly school drama, parenting, mainly am I the a-hole? But I want to get started. I think Elijah should take the first wheel.
Exactly. I wanted to take the first story because I guess sort of like relate to it to an extent. And let me see.
All
Let me
right.
see. Let's get started.
Yeah,
Am
you got
I
that, bro.
am I the a-hole for handpicking my kids' school schedules? Okay. I'm going to read it from the perspective of the person. I work in the office at the high school my kids go to. We're working on schedules for next year. I don't make the schedules myself, but I'm close with the people who do. So they've always let me handpick my kids' schedules. My kids will be a junior and a senior next year. Since the school is small, there aren't a lot of options for each period. For example, AP English 12 is only offered during one period of the day. Normally, when schedules don't work out because of conflicts with the classes kids want, we have a few days before school starts to fix it. The kids can come in and pick new electives. Core classes always come first, though. This doesn't happen often because we make them pick backups just in case. And if backup is assigned, we don't usually change it. Yesterday, I got called into the assistant principal's office. She said neither of my kids' schedules were working out and asked me what I wanted to do. My senior is really into drama. She loves it and in has been in it since freshman year. But her core classes, they kept bumping her from drama. So we had to move her out of AP English into regular English and then switch her from regular Gov slash economics to AP, just so she could take drama. My junior schedule was a mess. He wanted a class called esports. This was all. this.
Wait, wait. The OP's acting like he doesn't know what esports is. He's acting like it's like a foreign thing to him. It probably is because it's crazy nowadays.
No, esports has gotten like out
Esports
of
is a
hand.
class.
It's crazy how it's
I
its
know,
own
right?
period now, but yeah.
That just recently happened at our school too.
Yeah, my friend Brandon, he has it in sixth period, and he wants me to join it, but I got lunch at that period, so I'm
Oh
fine.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
for sure.
let me. Where did I leave off at? Okay, the esports. So
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
this was his only real request. We had to take him out of a special English class, which combined history and English into two periods instead of separate classes. We moved his woods class to a different period. The assistant principal had to add more room in a history class for him. Then he could take ceramics and had to go back into JROTC. I also
Yes,
wanted
JRTC.
I also wanted him with a specific teacher for physics. In the end, he got esports and all the other classes he needed and the teachers I wanted. I was telling some old friends about this and mentioned what a pain it was. They said I'm kind of a-hole. They argued the school wouldn't spend this much time on any other kid to make the schedule work. Other kids would have had to skip esports or drama. They said I was taking advantage of the fact that I work there and my kids go there. I see it as the perk of working at the school. Plus, the assistant principal was happy to help. So, am I the a-hole for handpicking my kids' classes and teachers just because I work there? I would say no.
Um, yeah, I don't think so either. It's like, I mean, is it riding the wave of nepotism though, in a way?
Like, I
What
mean,
do you
think
think?
think about it. The mother works at that school, and it's not like she was doing it out of her way, and like the principal's like, you can't do that. Like
Yeah,
the
I mean,
assistant principal was happy to help.
it's just an advantage, I think. Really, it's just a perk with the job, really.
Exactly, like working at a movie theater, you're able to like
Yeah, and you get all the
you get
popcorn.
exactly you get good perks, and something about this story that I wouldn't fully agree is the person telling her that she's an a-hole and that the she has perks like other kids wouldn't be able to change their classes because this senior year for me,
Yeah,
I was able to perfectly shape out my classes in the
yeah.
exact way I needed them to be.
I feel like that person, that old friend, was just neglected child.
No, really. I bet
Just
they got like they asked once, and then if it was like a uncertain of like what they wanted, they like gave up immediately.
yeah. I mean, I don't think. I think the OP is chilling though. I don't think he's the a hole in that situation.
No, not at all. That's crazy if people are actually like, oh man, you're disgusting for letting your kids have what they want in school. Like what?
I know it's so
What?
silly. No, it's
That's
just
a
like the OP said, it's just a perk of working at the school. And if the higher order people, like the assistant principal, as the OP said, is happy to help, then I think it's perfectly in the right to do so. If everything is aligned, it's not going out of the way to take time out of like, okay, like, oh, I'm taking time out of this to help the fundraiser or something, whatever, right? It's just okay, we're free with some free time, might as well just do it for my kids, right?
exactly. It's nothing forced at all. But that was a
But do
pretty
you
good
think
story for the first one.
that is true? I mean, do you think the kids are riding the wave of nepotism though?
No. I think it's good. I
Mm.
think they're fine. They're not
Yeah,
like
it's all good.
for like personally me. I was able to pick my schedule. I don't think I'm
Yeah, same.
privileged for it either. It's just a counselor thing.
Yeah, low key, my schedule's like perfect for my senior year because I'm able to be late to sixth period and first period, and teachers don't care. Hey,
I get to leave at 6 period.
I know, bro. You got lucky with that one.
I get to go home. You don't gotta worry about me. But you want to move on to the second story?
Yeah, I'll take the wheel for this one.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so next one. Am I the a-hole for not picking up my ex-daughters from school, or my ex's daughter from school when I picked up our son? So my ex cheated on me when I was pregnant with our son, who's now 8. Because of that, he has a daughter, also 8, with his affair partner, who's now his wife. We are not on good terms, and I don't have a relationship with his daughter. I've never spoken to her or spent any significant time with her. My ex and I split custody of our son 50-50. 2 weeks ago, during custody time, I got a call from the school. Nobody had picked up our son, and they asked if I can go get him. When I got to the school, my ex's daughter was also there, and the teacher was with her. She told me that I was on the approved pickup list for her and asked if I could take both kids. I said no. Oh, wow.
Wow.
I feel like
Okay.
if I was in that situation, I couldn't just say no.
It's very one-sided. Yeah.
It's like, it's kind of that pressure on him. Well, we'll continue. I told her I didn't want to be on the list because I would never pick up his daughter. She said that she'd pass the word along and that would be taken care of and that I should follow up. My ex never told me that he or his wife had added me to the authorized pickup list for his daughter. When I realized I hadn't picked it up, when he realized that I hadn't picked up his daughter with our son, he was furious. He asked how I couldn't leave her behind when I was already picking up our son. Hmm. I told him through our parenting app that I picked up our son, as I would always do if needed, but his daughter is not my child, and I would not act as their emergency school pickup. According to him, his daughter was at school until 7 p.m. because I refused to pick her up with our son. I get it, that's not ideal for a child, but I don't feel guilty. I'm just wondering if I should be considered the asshole for being unwilling to do this one time. This isn't something I want to do regularly, and it's the first time it ever happened. X's wife was delayed out of town, and X was working. Am I the a-hole? Hmm.
It's
That's kind of an interesting
it's
one.
very feelings wise because it I my family, well, they're split apart, right? But my mom doesn't deal with any of the kids that my dad's girlfriend has. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if my mom were to be in that situation where my dad's girlfriend's kid was going to the same school as my sister, I, it would make sense because my mom has nothing to do with those kids. She only
Yeah.
it's her kid, so she will pick up my sister, take her to our house. My dad's responsibility is that kid that his girlfriend has. You know what I mean? So and it really
Yeah.
depends though because people could see it as cruel because oh man, they're just kids, you know? But it's very relationship and feelings like that matter within this context. It's not like she's doing it because for no reason, you know what I mean?
Like just
She
like
has a
spite or
reason.
something.
She has a reason for it. And
Yeah.
I would say it's valid, and
Yeah, that's true.
it would be the
Cause like,
dad's what's it called, priority.
cause also OP like is implying that she never gave consent to be on the pickup list, the authorized pickup list. So it's
Ooh,
understandable that
yeah.
if you all of a sudden like were on a pickup list and you were technically liable to pick up the child, it's understandable that you'd be kind of upset and be kind of like, no, I don't want to do this because I never consented to this kind of thing.
It would make you think that she didn't
And
want to consent to it beforehand, anyways.
yeah,
That's why she wasn't on it, or she
I
thought she
think
was.
mainly in this kind of situation, it's just kind of the dynamic between the exes is
Yeah,
really
it's
the situation. Yeah,
the parents' problems.
yeah. I don't think OP's the asshole though. I mean, it's justifiable. I mean, in some ways, it's more leaning towards like it's not like fully not the asshole. I feel like it's more leaning towards like 75% not the a-hole. My opinion.
Yeah, there is still like, it is, you could say, rude, right? Because I guess
Yeah.
it's something she could have done,
Yeah.
but due to the feelings and the conflict, she
And
decided not to do it.
circumstances.
Literally, the exact.
Yeah,
It was
for sure.
under like the circumstances where it it really does even out, and you're just like, okay, it's justifiable.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We
It's
have
not
a
too
third
bad
story.
then. Okay.
That was pretty
Oh yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
That was
You
a
want?
pretty good story. I like
Yeah,
that one.
it was enjoyable.
Is the next one how I handled this situation with my daughter's school?
Yeah.
Okay, so am I the a-hole for how I handled this
Okay.
situation with my daughter's school? I'm a single father to my daughter, Sarah, who just started her sophomore year of high school. Sarah has
Damn
autism.
the doxing of her his daughter.
They're doxing everything about her,
I
literally.
know.
So it says she has autism. She's not especially learning disabled. She takes all mainstream or advanced classes, but she does have trouble regulating her emotions and navigating social situations. She's very independent and needs minimal, sorry, I can't pronounce that. Minimal priority. Though I'm used to dealing with the school's district special education programs. Honestly, I've not been especially impressed so far. Okay. Another thing about Sarah is that
Okay.
she sometimes struggles to control her temper and is very protective of her personal property. Sarah has a little fuzzy
Okay.
penguin plush she calls Percy. He uses Percy as a sensory toy. His fuzzy texture helps calm her down. Okay. Percy has also bought for Sarah by my late wife. Oh, sorry. Percy was also bought for Sarah by my late wife. So needless to say, he's very special to her. In Sarah's math class, there's a boy named Milo who has special needs. Milo has an aide who I'll call Mr. A. The teacher of the class is Miss
Mr.
T.
Aid.
Here's what happened. According to Sarah, on Friday, during math class, she was working quietly and fidgeting with Percy. Mr. A came up to her and asked her to give Percy to Milo. Sarah said no. Mr. A started trying to convince her to share Percy. He later said he was asking nicely, but according to Sarah and her table mate, he was being extremely, condensing.
Condescending.
Condescending. Sorry.
Yes.
Talking to her talking to her like a little kid. So we gotta remember that she is a sophomore. She's not a little kid.
Yeah.
Sharing,
That's true. Yeah, good point.
sharing is like kindergarten stuff. This is very like weird to have. They
Yeah, it's very
know
elementary.
exactly. They know they're doing. They're in advanced classes and everything. But the thing is, Milo isn't. So that could be like Milo is special needs, rather than
Maybe the Mr. A is like trying to be like, okay, this girl has autism, so therefore that she should be sharing everything with the other kid who has special needs. It's
and that
kind of
would
like
be
that's kind of doesn't make any
that would
sense.
be wrong. Yeah, exactly. That would be wrong. So back to the story. It turns out that because Sarah sometimes works with the special ed department, Mr. A assumed Percy was one of the school's special ed toys that they give to kids. Milo was staring.
Oh.
Milo was starting to have a meltdown, and Mr. A thought Percy might help calm him down. The procedure apparently is to ask nicely, then persuade nicely, and then take the item gently. I asked what steps would be taken against Mr. A for
What?
trying to steal from Sarah. The other adults looked appalled, but they said it was just a misunderstanding, and the real concern was Sarah's violent outburst. The vice principal said the school normally expels kids who attack the teacher. Oh, she attacked the teacher.
Whoa.
But since it was a
Curveball.
misunderstanding, they were willing to settle for a 1 week suspension. Oh, so Sarah attacked the teacher. Okay. I
I
mean,
mean, like OP said, she does have anger issues.
exactly. This is things that is already known. The thing is, I'm surprised they didn't tell all the staff Milo is her toy. Milo is this. If it means that much to her, they should all know.
Yeah.
So
It's
it
like,
does
yeah.
make
I mean,
sense,
Mr. A
though.
should have taken. I think Mr. A should have taken more steps to try to figure that one out too.
Exactly. Like they were saying,
I
it's a
mean,
big misunderstanding, though.
you know the saying, if you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's happening. So, it says, I was not okay with this. He tried to steal from my daughter, but the administration said it wasn't up for negotiation. I told them what they are doing was unacceptable, and that I might not sue if they fired Mr. A. They
Ooh.
basically said, politely, we dare you to sue, and I left with Sarah. Wow. After taking it over with a buddy, he jokingly called me a Karen for threatening to sue the school. Now I'm wondering, maybe my reaction was too extreme. Am I the a-hole? In this
So
situation,
this is
what do you think?
it's an interesting one for sure. But then I don't know what the liability would be in court for a situation like this.
Yeah, what would he exactly sue? If he's suing the teacher's reaction, like to taking, or I mean, actions to taking the toy from Sarah, like
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
at
quite
this,
catch it. Did the teacher like fight back?
the
Or
teacher was they was said it was like he was aggressive or something. That's what it was saying. So that's probably what made
okay.
Sarah get so ticked off. At the same time, if we were to go to court and sue it, they can counter it with the teacher getting attacked. You know what I mean? They wouldn't
Yeah,
do
that's true.
anything.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking the liability comes in from.
Yeah, there's no argument there. There's like pure evidence that I guess both were wrong, but one did worse.
Yeah. So, do you think OP is an asshole then? I feel like it's like justified anger because the staff should know,
Hmm.
like staff and faculty should know that his daughter has autism. She has sentimental like emotion for this stuffed doll, and like it's been made clear. Like it's one thing if OP never talked about that with the faculty and staff, but in this situation, I'm assuming he did because if he's giving a reaction such as this, then it's only logical that he did um, discuss prior the situation with his daughter.
Hmm. You know, that makes me think of another thing about Sarah.
What's
I
that?
understand she has autism, but she's verbal. She's able to talk. She's able to be in like classes, regular classes too. Meaning she should have been able to tell the teacher, "This is my doll. This isn't like something
Yeah,
from
that's
here."
true.
So like
I feel, but at the same time, like I don't know because I think autism it messes with your emotional intelligence, so maybe she couldn't quite pick up on that, right?
yeah, it's like
I don't know. I mean,
I think there's a
I'm
lot
not
of info missing to be
for
justified,
sure.
really, because like we don't know
Yeah, I
exactly
mean,
what went down.
yeah, there's a lot of information, so we can't quite figure out if OP's a hole or not.
And that's just how it is with these stories, though. They'll give you enough info for a story, but there's a lot of background info, like, oh, maybe they're one-siding the story.
That's true. I think we have one last story that I could take the last one. If you
Yeah,
don't mind.
you're good.
All right,
Go
all right.
ahead.
Let's go. All right. Last story here. Am I the a-hole for refusing to marry my high school sweetheart? Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's a good one. I
All
already
right.
have a side
So,
on that.
all right, let's see. Okay. So my partner, 28 male and I, 29 female. have been together for 12 years. Wow, so they've been together since they're 16, 17.
12 years. Okay.
So we met as next door neighbors when we were kids and started dating at 16. Oh, there you go. I just read a little bit longer. They have to do math.
Wow.
We made it through high school, then college, and now we live together. We've talked about marriage before and agreed it's not a priority. Not ha- with We're happy with our lives as they are. That was until I felt pregnant. I'm currently 33 weeks along, and my boyfriend proposed a week after we found out. While I appreciate his intention of wanting to do the right thing, I strongly feel that we're getting married just because of a pregnancy is not a solid foundation for a lifelong commitment.
Is
What do
12
you think of
years
that?
not enough, bro? Yo, hold on. Okay. Keep going, keep going.
Okay. My parents married only because they were about to have me, and it ended terribly. Okay, so OP has some like past
Oh,
experience to
okay.
kind of pulling from.
Okay.
OP thinks marriage should be a thoughtful decision based on love, mutual respect, and shared goals, not a knee-jerk reaction to unexpected circumstances. He doesn't see it that way. He's been pestering me about getting married throughout my pregnancy. Now he says it's his priority to get married before our baby is born because he wants our child to grow up in a traditional household. This confuses and frustrates me a lot. My partner has never been conservative and has always been very liberal, as has his whole family. So the sudden push for a traditional setup doesn't make sense. We've gotten into big arguments over this topic, and now I'm beginning to feel like I should just say yes, just to minimize the constant tension and stress. And we do have an edit from OP as well. Edit from OP. I'm not from the USA. I see a lot of American commenters explaining how marriage is a necessity there, but marriage isn't a big deal here, nor is it a requirement. You're entitled to basically everything a married couple is entitled to as well.
Okay.
I mean, we're from America. I don't think marriage is that much of a necessity.
Yeah, it's to an extent. I mean, marriage is a good thing, but in this sense too, 12 years is crazy. Since they were kids, they knew each other.
Yeah.
I mean, why not just top it off? I mean, what
True. I
makes it?
mean, I thought.
I mean, they have trauma, you could say, because
Well,
their
OP
parents.
does.
Yeah, exactly. The OP does because their parents married before the mom gave birth to the kid. So now this is probably like, oh, flashback, bad stuff, bad stuff. Oh, alert, alert.
Yeah.
So she's like ignoring the fact that they've known and loved each other for over 12 years. Like, what?
Doesn't want a repeat of history that they've experienced herself. And she
That
ends it off with, "Am I the asshole?" Hmm. But the thing is,
I
so
would say
in
yes.
you think so?
The only reason is because it's it's not a money problem. It's more of a trauma. And if she thinks marrying the same way her parents had did, right, will cause
Yeah.
her relationship with her boyfriend to end, that's wrong because it's their life. You shouldn't let it be like, oh no,
Yeah.
it's a curse. It's gonna happen. Like, come on.
I do agree with you. I think OP's asshole. I mean, also like if your initial thoughts to marriage is like, oh, it's just gonna end terribly because we're pregnant, then therefore it's just gonna end like that because you're already thinking like that. I mean, if you've been with this person for 12 years, might as well just stick through it. If one of the parties wants to get
Literally.
married, and you're not like opposed to it, it's not like you can't do it because of religion or something. Then I mean, just go with it. I mean, in the end, I mean, you're still gonna have the kid together. You're still gonna love each other, and if like the only reason why it's the OP might reject it is because she has thoughts. Either one, she is very like, okay, this is gonna end wrong just because I'm pregnant, or two, she secretly wants to get out of the relationship, but then she would be
Maybe.
the asshole either way. I feel
And
like,
no matter what, yeah, she is the a hole. Like, no
yeah,
matter what. Because it's just like, we could see it because we are from the U.S. How she said, oh, people from the U.S. are saying that she's the a hole. But like I feel like in any sense, marriage is. You could say they said it's not important, but marriage is something to just keep it official for the
Secure,
rest.
kind of.
Yeah, exactly, secure for like the rest of their life. Especially when they're
Yeah,
having a kid
and if
too.
they're
That's
committed,
important.
if they're, yeah,
So I don't know what this. I don't know what this OP was on, but she's in the
yeah.
wrong.
But no, I think we read some good stories. I mean, we finished building our house or we're getting started to build our house.
Oh yeah, the my.
So
I was.
the pink house.
My footage got like I wasn't recording any of my footage, but on the next video, y'all see how beautiful my shaders look. They look better.
Okay, we'll see.
Well, that was a
Okay,
good video,
well,
Josh.
yeah.
Pretty
Oh,
good.
did you end it already?
No. It's still on.
Oh, okay, my bad. No, okay. Hey, thank y'all for watching. Well, thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank
See you
you.
next time.
See ya.